Hello and welcome. Once again, it's time to brew yourself a cup of that Fall of Flight fuel. We've got round 2 from the 2021 Idlewild Open here in Burlington, Kentucky. Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri, BigBarri commentary.
Let's get into that grip 6 low profile. Ricky Wysocki, 10 under par. I'd say that's pretty solid. More than half the holes.
Couple strokes short of the course record, 12 under.
Kevin Jones, 100% putting in the circle. That'll always get it done. Alongside him is Kyle Klein with similar stats, but 90% fairway hits. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Out here is insane. And Paul following up all of his bogeys with birdies in round 1, shooting in 9 down. Obviously, we got a tight lead card here. All 3 competitors are within a shot. Hole 1, an opportunity for the eagle. We saw it yesterday from Kevin Jones. Big tee shot, OB left. Easy birdie to start the round.
My name is Bob Herbert, PDGA number 6003. I've been playing disc golf since about 1990. I was PDGA Rookie of the Year in 1991. I finished in the top 10 3 times in Masters Worlds. Disc golf in Cincinnati has been alive since Ed Hedrick, the father of disc golf, came here and designed 2 courses, and they were designed to be played with Frisbees. This course came about because Fred Salas and I had been playing very competitively. Fred had a connection with the park board. He got permission to build this course. In ball golf, you have approximately 4 par 5s, 4 par 3s, and 10 par 4s on a course. And I wanted to make this place play like a ball golf course. So if you got a birdie, you felt really good about it. And we started to compete on who could make the hardest holes. Thus began the toughness of Idlewild. We didn't just design this course, we also did the labor on it. We were out here nearly every weekend and sometimes during the week as well. And we chiseled out most of these fairways that go through the woods by hand. We didn't even have power tools. It was a lot of work, I won't kid you. We had a lot of very helpful people and they came out here and helped us. Fred worked at least 10 times more on this course than me since 2000. Put his heart and soul into this course. And it's rightfully so that he's a member of the Disc Golf Hall of Fame. And the way these guys are playing right now, I'd like to make about 7 more holes longer. Jeremy Koling, he always says that Eagle McMahon is breaking the game. And I totally agree with him. We've made the holes so difficult that Fred and I can't play them anymore, but that doesn't mean we can't look at the best in the world and make it tougher for them.
Very, very cool stuff there. And this dude's talking about tiger-proofing disc golf, and I like it.
Yeah!
Classic. Rick looking sharp with the haircut. You can be a bit quicker today.
Struggling on a grip, I see, Rick.
That's easy to do out here. It's muggy. A little bit less muggy than in day 1. But still, that summer Kentucky air.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's blitzed.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's just blitzed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, dude.
50 feet left or so, maybe.
Representing Team Prodigy, former Idlewild champion, Kevin Jones.
I am looking forward to seeing what Kevin's got for us today. Round 1 was such an entertaining show put on by this young man formerly from Arkansas, but now he's kind of a road warrior. This doesn't have quite the same magic as round 1.
Well, one of the parts about this round that was different is the wind direction completely switched. So first round we had a crazy tailwind, and this round it was more of a right to left. So that hyzer flip
Yep.
Kyle Klein.
plays a bit tougher in this wind.
I feel like by the time these guys were teeing off, it was almost a direct headwind, actually. It looks like it's somewhat mild, but every once in a while it picks up, and usually picks up right at the wrong time.
Uh-oh.
Kyle trying to go for the flex shot, and that's the play these guys are throwing that's turning over there to the right. It's still safe over there. It's still not that hard to get up and down.
Out of Huntington Beach, California, representing Team Disc Craft, also former Idlewild champion, Paul McBeth.
But they're also going to that understable disc to really just make sure that they're avoiding that OB on the left. It takes a lot of trust to take that overstable disc and trust that headwind is going to flip and also not go OB left. Look at that trust there. That is just something special. Ricky and Paul, just clinical drives.
Which one makes it? What do you
Thank
think?
you.
Which one? I think they both make it. Now, they're both staring down very, very scary putts because not only are they well outside the circle. What a shot from Kyle. Sit down.
Go.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Made that look a lot easier than it was.
Yeah, it can be pretty easy over there, but it can also, there's a couple spots where not so easy.
Kev.
Kev getting a little extra roll there. And McBeth says, nope. Easy 3 it is. I don't think Rick's saying the same thing.
Sit.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Missing on the high side on this elevated basket sitting on the edge of a ridge, that takes a lot of guts. And there's the difference between a good drive and a bad drive on this hole. Not much. As we were walking down the fairway yesterday, we were discussing, this Kyle actually has a little bit of work here. This can be bad. Sit. I've experienced this before. That's not what you want to do on hole 1 here.
What was the guy doing walking back there?
Probably just giving these guys too much credit. Sometimes
Sit.
Kyle's going to start off with a bogey on the second easiest hole, and that's how this green plays. That's the difficulty of this hole. You don't see many guys going OB left making this hole difficult. It's usually errors on the green. Maybe an OB line on the right side would keep these players honest and make that eagle a little bit more rewarded.
Yeah, I totally agree. But hole 2, you got plenty of trouble on the left, plenty of trouble on the right. You got to make it through this gap to about right here, and then to top it off, you're going to have a lot of touch coming into this green because you have that out of bounds on the left. If you leave it up on the right, then you're going to be left with a sketchy putt. And let's see how it plays out.
This is a brutal par 4.
Oh, really? Go.
It's a great par 4. It's not that long in distance, but it is very touchy. Even the tee shot doesn't seem that hard, and it really isn't. That second shot is so wildly touchy. And Ricky and Kevin both way out of position now. And Paul with a nice inside forehand line. I like this. Nice committed drive from Kyle, staying just barely under the ceiling. And oh my gosh, he's up to the road.
Whoa, it almost went in the road. Wow.
Have you ever seen one that far?
I'm angry at him.
Yeah, that
Shot,
was
Kev.
insane. Kevin's approach is short of the road.
I've never heard of anybody getting to the road, and he didn't look like he threw it that hard. But that's what happens when you 3-putt a hole. You get a little extra power.
Get up, man. Come on.
And
Go in the air. So money.
Ricky's not going to be happy that he's got to lay that one up, but at the same time, it's not necessarily the worst regulator to just have a little bit of a out of position shot on this one. Once you're up there, it's like, okay, I can just lay up and feel good about the par instead of feeling bad about the par.
Kevin's got a decision to make, though.
Yeah, Kevin's in that weird spot where he's like done just good enough where he really can't justify laying up, I don't think. That's a nice shot from Paul. Still a scary putt, but I think he's in the circle.
Just outside, I'm going to guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Judging by the flag that I saw on the left there.
Now, I like this play from Kyle because he's going to match the slope of the hill with the turnover. If he can keep this thing holding its angle, it does not. But with that,
Though, I get excited when I see these guys leave it short and I'm doing the commentary.
yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Oh. Wow. Kevin taking no time and even leaving that a little shorter than I'm sure he really wants. Kyle, this can get troublesome here. Okay, good. He's hit the koozie. You start off with back-to-back 3-putts. You can get left behind very quick. That's perfect. And that's the side of the green you want to leave yourself that length of a putt. Where Kyle's sitting is so much scarier. A little skip off the top and you're in the middle of the water. There's no way it's not going out of bounds.
Yeah, Kev. Putt, dude.
Kevin cleans that one up.
It takes a lot of patience to be able to lay up a putt like Kevin did
Yes.
to leave yourself a bogey putt. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of people who could do that.
I was just thinking the same thing. It takes a lot of veteran poise to be able to take that pill early. Hole 3, par 3, 407 feet, low ceiling, and you have the hillside to contend with. Once you get over the hill, you got this snaking creek in front of the basket, a very common elemental design here at Idlewild. It is blind from the tee, so you really have to know your landing zone. Paul is looking like he's going to find that OB. Oh, no, he comes up just short.
Gives himself a little look across the creek there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, especially for a little yippity-doo to the right there.
Oh, my.
Oh, boy.
That is going to go out of bounds, I think. Well,
I
maybe
think
not.
short is, like, safe.
Okay, so you have to, got to be a little bit farther down the fairway, I suppose. But that's going to be in a very tough spot, I think.
Doing, man.
Kyle going far enough right? No, not just barely sneaking in. Kev Jones going flip up down the middle, and this is going to finish a little left, but across the creek safe.
Yeah.
I threw a shot. They hit the first available tree. Put it in an anhyzer all the way down the hill. Look at this guy. Go. Whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyways, back to the important stuff. Hit the tree, anhyzered all the way down the hill. Hit off the bridge, skipped 3 times, safe. It was the most incredible shot I've ever seen. Oh.
Sit.
Oh.
Man. Got you.
Slow start for Kyle.
Yeah.
That's
it
going to
is.
be a 2-over score in 3 holes.
And could have been 3 over. That creek is so quick, as you can see his disc sitting there. We've seen Paul hit this putt many times, this low ceiling from the right side. He really likes that play on this hole. Not this time, however. Having an opportunity to get a stroke and more on the card. And he's going to end up taking a bogey. That was so close to being Kyle's fate right there after he hit the cage.
And Ricky makes this, and he gains a few shots.
Yeah.
And he hit first available way left. I mean, that's the importance of the scramble game.
Yep. There's a scramble egg master at his finest right there, just coming up with ways to serve breakfast.
Yeah. He's over there scrambling. These guys are...
Paul's really the only one off to... I mean, Ricky's only one worse than Paul's start, I suppose. It's not that... I mean, Ricky starts fine. But obviously, you know, when you start seeing...
the other 2 guys.
other stuff going on, you're going to have 4 bogey scores in the first 3 holes. That kind of shows you a little bit of why Idlewild is what it is. I mean, one of the few courses that I can think of that was designed 21 years ago that still is tough for these players. This golf design has changed so much over that time, and still giving people their lunch.
You know what they say? It's wild out there.
Yeah.
They say that a lot, I know.
Sometimes it can be idle, though. A little mild.
I need more coffee.
Paul on the treacherous par 4. Doesn't look too treacherous to him right now. That is a good tee shot. He is looking at a scary putt, but...
There's no chance he runs that.
You don't think?
Well, he laid up a sim... No, he went for the putt. He went for the putt. No, he laid it up on 1.
He laid it up on 1.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
Come on, throw it left.
But then he made it on 2.
Another par.
Well, you just heard what Rick's plan is.
Yep. Rick knows I didn't.
Come on, Rick. We're supposed to... That's our job, to speculate.
Got to get the height right if you're going for that flex play. Kyle misses the height as well. Slow start continues here for these guys.
I see a lot of people just doing this move, laying it up, which is so surprising to me. I like think about this day and age.
No.
Oh boy.
No.
And I think about how aggressive the field is. And then I just see a bunch of people just laying this one up. And then I think, wow, maybe they're just really good and smart players.
You know, at a certain point, you feel like, okay, with these bogeys and the slow start, you got to start pressing a bit. And I don't think that Kyle was intentionally laying up. I think that he was trying to go for the birdie, just missed his shot a bit. But Kevin continuing to stick to his game plan. And, I mean, that's worked for him in the past, and he knows that there are enough tough holes out here. And Paul just decides to lay up again, seeing that the card's struggling, saying, all right, I'll take my medicine here as well.
And that one barely sneaks over the rim.
Yep. He'll get things going. This card is going to throw some great shots today.
In this game, preparation is everything. Success is not by accident. Because you know, the course plays no favorites. In this game, detail matters. Idio Sports.
I'm Paul Ulibarri with today's Bushnell hole breakdown. You can find the Edge Disc Golf Rangefinder at the link in the description. Hole 5 is a tricky trickster. You'll see a variety of different shots on the tee. But let's face it, the top pros are thinking Eagle 2. Backhand turnover or roller are the ways to attack this hole. Leave your drive short and you'll be left with a dicey approach into an island green. Let's see how it plays out.
This needs to hurry. Oh, good kick, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Paul.
Wow. What a kick.
It's
I
just,
feel like this one is one you can finally breathe on. But there is that, as soon as you get done with the drive, and if you put a move on it like this to where it's so far right.
Sweet.
oh, he's not going to like that lie, but
Still a chance. You can lay it up short, and these guys are so good at putting.
we did see Dickerson get up and down from there yesterday. Kyle, is this making the correction from Paul? I think
He might have parked it, judging by hole 2.
He's got some power in there, that's for sure.
Out of nowhere, I didn't know that was a skill that he really possessed, is a power side on him. I knew that he was pretty accurate with it, and his backhand was obviously, this is beautiful.
Oh, wow. Okay.
His backhand's very accurate.
Yes.
Great putting game, but then to see him, be able to throw 4 power with that sidearm.
It wasn't just power, it was a flip-up power, so it's control and power, which is a deadly combination.
This is a deadly combination. If he hits anything, he's OB.
Or if he hits something at the end, he stays in B. Very good shot from Paul, and a little bit of fortune at the end, perhaps. Decision time for Kyle.
Wouldn't it be like opposite? So if it's OB, but then if it's opposite, then it'd be BO, like stinky.
I don't think it's that stinky. Rick having to play this one smart. I love the play, putting him at circle's edge, not getting too aggressive. And can Kev putt across? Or is he also... No, he can't do either. That's a missed shot from Kevin. Slow start continues.
Yeah, just didn't judge that right. He has plenty of putting power to get it over.
Come on, man. What an error.
Important par save for Kevin Jones. Good putt, good connection. Needing that one big time.
And those ones eat you alive because it's a mistake that you really didn't have to make.
Correct. All right, Kyle getting on the board now. Meanwhile, McBeth moves to 3 under for the round, and now he is going to take the solo lead from this card. Hole 6, par 3, 437 feet. Through the tight window here, the basket is way up the hill and to the right. Blind turnover. Sometimes you'll see air shots. A lot of times you're going to see backhand rollers. A little difficult today. The headwind coming through the gap. Birdie's going to feel really good on this one today.
Turnover. The thing about this shot is...
Oh, wow.
God, that was such a crazy flight. That was awesome.
It's beautiful. The slight headwind
Yeah,
on
it
the
was,
tee here?
yeah, it was. And it was tough to see from the tee coming up over that hill. I think it was a right to left head, which will really flip your disc quickly.
This is not going to quite get to circle 1, but that's going to curl into a makeable putting range for Kyle. I completely neglected to mention one of the coolest things I've ever seen on hole 5. I didn't see it, but I saw a video of it.
Seriously, dude. Not even
And
a
Ricky's hit an early tree, and I think that has gone left. Calvin Heimberg air-shotted hole 5 to just short of the green, like as close as you can possibly be to the basket without being OB, and just makes a 25-foot putt for eagle. Like, I cannot even imagine. I don't even know where Ricky is right now. This is so far off the fairway, and he's hit grass out of his hand, and that's gonna be about 100 feet short. And now it's about 115 feet short with that.
No, I think he's about 80.
Okay. And he's still out, though.
Uphill, though.
Let's go.
What? This dude does not like bogeys at all. Like, he just really dislikes them.
Dude, the thing about it is he was halfway there pulling some Kevin jump putt Jones action with the feet and stuff.
Dude.
And I like that, Rick.
Oh.
I lately he's been kind of smiley and happy.
Yeah.
There's the disc golf. All right, folks.
Nice putt, Kyle.
I like when Ricky and Kev are doing this competitive, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
You get what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, fun time's gone. Like,
yeah,
they got the bogeys, they got the pars early. Okay, now it's not time for fun. Now it's time to put your nose down and grind.
Exactly. That was more of a like, I'm making this.
Yeah, I love that. Wow, what incredible putts.
What do you got, Kyle?
Oh my gosh. So we were on the other side of the course when we heard this roar, and I was thinking that was the roar of an ace. And I looked on UDISC, and all I saw was pars and birdie.
Paul Ulibarri tapped in from 22 feet.
Wow.
Oh, big putted him.
Double big putted. I could not figure out what the heck all that noise was, but there it is. Ricky Wysocki with the insane par followed up Kevin's putt. Look at Kevin's total putting distance on this hole so far is
not that hard.
110 in 2 rounds.
Yeah, I guess my point is that Ricky's putt, if it was for birdie, it would have been with a smile. But because it was for par, it was like...
Absolutely. Yeah. I totally know what you mean there. Hole 7, par 4, 484 feet, and it is so tight off the tee. Pretty generous gap, but at the same time, it is so punishing if you miss it. You go to the drop zone where it is very difficult to save the par. Hitting this gap is paramount. Kevin
nice kick.
Does it well enough, and he's going to be in a fine position.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that was skinny, and he is
toast,
way out of position. Sometimes that's just as good as a bogey. I mean, it's so narrow up there, such a specific landing zone. Kyle going inside line, and
wow,
that gets you. That again that's one of the longest drives I've seen in this hole. You really can't bite off much more than the fairway gives you, and Kyle going inside line.
Go.
I think this one's gonna be.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's the benefit of throwing the pig there. That speed control is going to keep you right there in the fairway. Wow.
Yeah, not as good as a bogey.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit.
Jerm.
That is so technically insane. All right. We just needed some big putts on hole 6 to get our card activated here. Rick's just going to play this one piggy all the way to the farm. Wow. Great play.
You mean the marketplace?
Going to the market.
Good shot. Get it.
Wow.
I've been playing this hole wrong for years.
It's a funny little take from a guy in the gallery. This card made this one look a little too easy.
I didn't know Paul had a get out of jail free card in his bag. Sneaky old vet.
He just doesn't need a 112 gram D-line disc.
He just turned 30.
He's been a vet for a long time, and
yeah, but not a sneaky old vet.
Is he only 30?
Thank you. Thanks.
Did you think he was older than that?
I mean, when somebody's been the best in the world for 20 years, you think he's got to be older than 30.
Yeah, he's like 40 maybe.
No, his experience says so. $25 to edgediscgolf.org. Go check it out.
On that one?
That's sick. Par 5, 576 feet. It is a turnover, as Paul calls it, a shank turnover off the tee to set yourself up in the fairway. From there, you've got all these trees to contend with. Really doesn't have, there's really not a backhand approach on this hole. You really need to flex those forehand muscles on the second shot.
And I don't like the understable play here. I like the overstable play.
Yeah, understable, you got to go flat. You can't go understable with Anheuser, and that's what Kevin has done here.
Too low, but maybe gets the slide. Hard to know what happened there. I don't know if he made it to that first tree or the second one.
All right, is Kevin going to break the record for longest sidearm on this hole?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
Wow. And he liked it, and I think we liked it too, but there's that one tree early that you've got to just get around, and maybe it was a little too tight.
I was very surprised too. I thought he hit it perfect.
Ricky going flex with the destroyer, and that is right there in range. Probably another pig.
Thanks, guys.
A good recovery shot there. Oh, did they hit that last tree?
It did. It did. It sure did, man.
Kevin. Here in the middle.
Wow. I was expecting maybe a little more aggressive play, maybe roll or something, but
Why?
try to get the eagle.
Yeah, I mean, from that far back, you really can't do much. Paul, however, he can do much.
5-footer. Looks
Wow.
like.
Wow. My goodness. Where's the koozie on this hole? Is the basket too low to the ground? That would have hit it, I think.
Definitely would have hit it. Koozie ran away.
Kyle can still save the birdie from way out of position. And he's got a good chance. Circle's edge. Rick's overturned this a little low, and that's going to be a very fast 50-foot putt for the eagle.
All right, smarty pants. Laid up for the bird and gets the bird.
Yes.
And no koozie. What the?
It didn't come back in that time? Come on.
Come on.
Drop. Sit.
Oh, boy. Look beautiful.
On the aggressive side today.
I would have taken it if I was there.
Great looking putt. Out of position, saving the birdie with two great forehands. It's good work.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. That's insane, dude.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
If somebody has to army crawl their way through the hole they just putted through to make their birdie putt from 30 feet.
I was outside. Yeah.
Oh, 34 feet.
Thanks, buddy.
Like, he wasn't annoyed when he went over the top.
Thanks, dude.
All right, we're going to call that, I saw in the comments, it's a great name. That's a shooting star frame. Because you got the star frame plus one.
Man, that putt Ricky just made, like,
That's
great angle control,
Yep.
body control to stay balanced through the stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. And then it stayed in with a spin. That's not his normal putt.
Who's going to ace this one today?
Paul, obviously.
Paul is kind of shooting it pretty awesome front nine right now. Is he 6 down?
After that, he will be. Or no, he'll be 7.
He'll be 7 down if he makes that.
Good shot, dude. That's awesome.
And there's the grenade. We're hoping to see a couple of those today, and we're going to be...
I feel like it's been around a long time, but I'm seeing more and more people do the grenade because of Kevin.
I mean, maybe because of Eagle.
And Eagle.
Yeah, Eagle has been rocking the grenade for a while, but I mean, it's this shot of the future, maybe? Like, I think as Ricky has pulled that one, that's going to be a tough, and emphasis on tough par save. That was looking good until it hit the edge of the tree line. And Nate Sexton said that 5 years, that's going to be a stock shot for everyone in disc golf. All these kids coming up in the game are going to be working on that, practicing that shot, and looking at different holes in the woods and out in the open in different ways.
Oh boy.
This can get really bad for Rick. Now he's going to have 45 plus feet for bogey. Jeez, that guy just does not stop.
And then he just kind of runs up like, don't you dare clap for me.
Yeah.
That was for a bogey. Not clapping, but
It's like a weirdly impressive bogey.
Here I go.
All right. Kevin Jones with 2 bogeys still manages to shoot 3 down on the front 9.
4 in a row will do it for you, man.
Yeah.
That's good work.
Paul with just a real quiet 7 down.
I've been noticing that his putting stroke has been a little bit bizarre. It's not his normal routine. Have you noticed that? And he's making them, so that's beautiful. But it looks like he might have switched a little something up.
And Corey Ellis making moves right now from the chase card. He is shooting 6 under in the front 9. Now he is currently a couple of back of Paul, but at one point he was in first place with a really great front 9. He had 8 birdies on the front 9 with a bogey and to shoot 6 down.
Calvin right there too. The Heimburglar could come steal this one away. Come back on the back 9 and check it out. Thank you to the Founders Club.
9 more holes to go. We are halfway through the event. Let's see how this back 9 plays out.